Good day, friends. This is Mike again. Yeah, I was not able to come to you before now. It's been, you know, daily normal engagements, so excuse me. Well, I would like to talk about love. Actually, what we call love, in the understanding of probably a layman in my position. And of course, I have decided to bring out whatever I think I have, whether it makes sense or not. Maybe it's going to make sense to someone else, you know. So we understand love as a physical thing, and most understand love as something that is, of course, spiritual, because you can't touch love. It's emotional. It's not physical. It's abstract. You can't touch it. So it is imagined actually, and the nature somehow has given us a very clear example of what love entails in the true sense of it. Of course, making a connection with the true meaning of life in this our dimensional existence. So when you talk about this analogy of the rain, when I received this analogy of the rain in my question about what is love in connection with the true meaning of life, this is what I received: that love should and must be like the rain. The rain falls on the crops in the farm, and it falls on the weeds that are supposed to be choking the plants and the crops that we have in the farm for harvest, for our sustenance, and probably for profit. So but this rain does not distinguish between the crop and the weeds. They exist one in connection with the other. And what happens, it falls on the good also and on the bad. Let's assume the good is the crop we planted, and then the bad is the weed. It falls on both of them without any discrimination. This is what I received as the definition of love. And this entails that humanity must come out of this mindset of individualism and competitive self-interests to cooperate under mutual collective interest for the good of all. I say this because I understand that that whatever soul, whatever body, whatever thing that suffers there, for whatever reason, affects the cycle of this world, affects every strata of existence. So that is to show you how powerful our minds are, and then how we should be able to live in such a way that we will have this love for all, love for the others, because love to yourself is natural to you. Nobody can force you to love. As long as you breathe this air, this oxygen, you intend to live. Because if you don't intend to live, if you don't love yourself, I don't think you will allow yourself to continue to take oxygen to survive, or drink water to survive, or walk on the land, or receive the sun that keeps you alive. So nobody reminds you to do this. So this is it. This is how to go. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Let your good be for all. Let there be no man, no woman out there in the world who cannot find a meal to eat who have to sleep on the outside under the elements, when we have such enormous riches developed from the imagination of man, which is a gift from the Almighty Creator? To some, He has given the gift of preaching. To some, He has given the gift of managing. To some, He has given the gift of healing. To some, He has given the gift of evangelizing, of inventing. Whatever it is that you do, that you have received, use it to serve others faithfully, so that you will show the grace of God, the Creator, in all its forms. This is it. So it is an obligation to make sure that human beings on this speaking level are able to reason and fear not of what to eat, of what to wear, or where to live, but to only commune in the spirit, in this interdependence and connectivity of all creatures under this existence. Imagine if, for example, the gravity stops to operate in our existence. Imagine life. What is going to be life if these things that are so natural to our existence are tampered with? So the only way moving forward has to be to unite ourselves in love that is like the rain. That love that is like the rain, that loves the good and the bad in all of us, that sees us all as equal human beings, because our bloods are always red in color, even the animals, even some plants, So you can imagine our interdependence and our interconnectivity, and the reason why love has been received to be defined through this analogy of the rain. I hope this makes a little sense to you. Maybe it's going to, bring up scrutinies for your personal self, and of course for dissemination, if you can, of course, So I'm going to leave you now. As usual, I just received this and I decided to pass it on, and I hope it's going to touch your heart and probably shift your mindset to what love means in this question of what is the true meaning of life. My name is Mike Mbadiwe. I am coming to you from here, and I say, may the light of the Creator, may the light that sustain you all until I come back to you. From me, from here, it's good evening. Thank you.